Thanks a lot. Very honored to be here. Uh, so there were two sessions earlier today. One in the morning which talked about keeping the consumer at the center. So I'm here representing the consumer at this forum. The second session talked about metrics, how they are important, and so on. So again, that has made my life a little simple because we are here to try and create metrics for the mobile industry. If you look at any medium today, you go back to TV, to press, to the internet, a medium grows only when it is measured. By growth, I mean in terms of specifically advertising revenue or in general, unless you measure a medium, it does not lead to metrics and therefore a common currency with which advertisers and all the stakeholders can go by. So Informate is actually looking at creating these metrics. And the way we do this is, so think of us as like a TAM for the mobile industry. The way you have people meters for the television measurement, what we do is we have created an application which is installed on mobile devices with the permission of the user, of course, and we track all the usage of the individual. So you don't have to rely on stated usage. So imagine if I ask you a survey in terms of how you use your mobile phone, which applications you use, which websites you go to, which songs you play, you listen to, which applications you use. I mean, after 5 questions, you'll say, okay, enough. Because there is so much that the mobile phone is used for. But instead, if we track this at a passive level, then the kind of richness of information we get is immense. So we've been tracking data for the India research market for the last few months, and so what I'm going to talk about is some interesting findings that we have seen, and what are the I'll try and address what are the drivers of entertainment, potentially in this market. So firstly, we have seen that the kind of off-network usage that we see of the phone, which is non-calls, non-SMS, and so on, and non-browsing also, is immense. I mean, the kind of usage for the media player, for example, or cameras and applications, utility applications, is immense. So the ratio between on the network usage and off network is like 1:3. So people spend only a quarter of their time on sort of billable activities, which is calling, messaging, and so on. All the rest of the time is either spent on listening to music, radio, applications, gaming, and so on. So the usage is there. So people are already very, very active on their devices. That's one. In terms of the kind of applications that people have used, it was quite mind-boggling for us because we didn't ask people anything. It just threw up from their usage logs. The kind of applications people download is phenomenal because they have access to the net, and so they are not restricted by what either the handset manufacturer offers or their carrier offers. So just to give an example, in the panel we saw about 50 different media players being downloaded and installed and used. Now, I mean, it's not just what your native player is, but if a media player offers some new functionality, it is downloaded. There are several calling or messaging applications. There are several, of course, social networking came up as tops, but even utility applications. So they don't stick to the normal calendar. They would install, maybe from a GetJar or a Handango or any of these sites. They would go there and download applications. So I think the consumers are ready. I don't think they are at a nascent stage. They are ready. They have the appetite. They have the hunger to. If we give the right products to them, if the networks are good, they will go ahead and use different applications. The other is technology, of course, is a big driver to entertainment usage, is what we have seen. So better handsets, so when we do an analysis of different form factors, when you see that the off-network usage of better handsets, by that I mean better form factors, touch screens and so on, the usage is larger in terms of off-network activities. Also, if we see the web usage peaks at night, late night. Now, it's not that people, want to do it that way. It's just that probably the speeds are better and so on. So the appetite is there. But if you give them, better networks, then they'll do a lot more things on the net. Also, we have comparable data from the US as well. And if you see the depth of consumption in terms of the kind of applications people use, it's no different from across the two countries. So it is pretty much similar there. So I don't think we are less evolved. Maybe the amount of usage is a little lower out here, and we haven't covered a large section of the audience. But whichever audience is on there, they are pretty evolved, is what we see. So if we are able to take care of issues of language and, if we take it to the masses, they will lap it up, is what, our research has shown. And so I think we are ready for that explosion. And so the day 3G is launched, I think, in a few months from then, I think we'll really see the usage catching up with the US market as well, at least for the mid to top end section of the market. I think that's what we have seen. Yeah, thanks.